Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a prom tutorial, or a look where you can wear whenever the heck you want. It was just requested for me to do a prom tutorial, and this is what I would have loved to wear on my prom if I knew how to do my own makeup. Super easy. If you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. So you want to start off by priming your eyelids. I have very wrinkly eyelids, and I found a trick that works for me. I apply concealer first and I blend it out, and then I go on top with a base. I know that sounds like much, but if you don't have creasy lids, then you don't have to worry about that. So first I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer, blend it out, and then go in with my Urban Decay Eden Eyeshadow Primer Potion. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna take a fluffy brush. I'm gonna use my Sigma E40. It looks like this, just so I could blow out the eyeshadows that I'm gonna put on my crease. And I'm gonna first go in with Peach Smoothie. Excuse the car outside. This is just going to ensure that all of our eyeshadows blend into each other. You're hardly even going to be able to see this color. You want to make sure that you get your crease color right here. Sometimes when we do it with our eyes closed, we lose the color on the inner corners. You just want to make sure that you can be able to see that color. So after I'm done with Peach Smoothie, I'm going to go in with a few other warm shades. And next I'm going to go in with Creme Brulee by Makeup Geek with the same brush. Now when getting ready for prom, I suggest you have a lot of time on your hands where you can just take your time and not rush. I wish I knew how to do my own makeup when I was in prom. Now I'm going to go in with Frappe with the same brush and just repeat the motions. I feel like this just adds dimension. And if you don't have these Makeup Geek shadows, just go with a bunch of warm brown shades that look similar in your crease. And if you have hooded eyes like I do, with any crease color and lid color, you want to go up a little bit higher. Like, I don't have a defined crease, so that's why my crease color is not really in my crease, but it's above my crease. And then you'll see what I mean with the whole lid color when I apply it. So now I'm going to go in with Dirty Martini. I've been obsessed with this color lately. I've done already 2 tutorials using it, and I'm just going to apply it with my Sigma E25. And this brush is less fluffier. It's more tapered, but still fluffy enough so that you can blend out whatever area it is that you're putting color on. So I'm just going to put this one exactly in my crease and just a tad bit above. And it's just so that when I apply the lid color, it'll blend easier into this green. So this is my crease right here. Right here. And I'm going a little bit above it. And the reason that you want to go up a little more when you have hooded eyes is because when you just apply color on your lid and then you open it, you won't be able to see, and then it'll just defeat the purpose of having like smokiness going on. So that's why you want to like go a little bit above your eyelid and just blend it outwards, and then like that when you connect the lower lash line, it'll look like a smoky eye rather than just like a random color on your lid. So after you have the green on the lid, you're gonna go back in with your fluffy brush and just blend it out. With smoky eyes, the key is just to add color and blend and add color and blend. And it usually looks ugly before it looks cute, so no worries. Alright, so next I'm going to go in with ColourPop's Hammered. I am going to apply it on my lid, and I'm just using my finger because ColourPop shadows work best with your fingers. Then I'm going to go in with more Dirty Martini. Blending it all in together. Now I'm going to take a clean blending brush and I'm just going to blend. And I also want a little bit more of the warm shadows to pop, so I'm going to go in with Anastasia's Morocco, which is in my Shadow Couture palette. It's this color right here. This color. And I'm just going to add it into my upper crease with my e.l.f. $1 blending brush and just intensify the warmness that's in there. Now I'm going to go in with my fluffy brush and I'm going to blend out all the harsh lines. Okay, so now it's up to you if you want to keep on intensifying your lid color, your mid color, or your crease color. So after we're done with our eyeshadow, we're just going to apply a thin line of eyeliner. It can be a pencil liner, it can be even eyeshadow, just so that when we apply our lashes, you can't tell where the band starts. And after that, we're pretty much done with the top of our eyes, and then we can start on with our face. Okay, so let's ignore the fact that my hair looks crazy right now. It is for a reason, and you will see it in the end. Mainly, I don't want to put any more heat in my hair. I just straightened it, and I don't want to use the curling one and the knots, make a curl, blah blah blah. Anyway, for prom, you want to make sure that your face is moisturized. That you use a hydrating primer. Well, if you have dry skin. If you have oily skin, use a mattifying primer. And you want to use a foundation that matches you perfectly and that you won't get flashbacks. So try to choose a foundation that has no SPF in it. And also pick your foundation ahead of time, just so you know that that's the one that's going to work perfectly for you. Since I'm not going to prom, and this is just a tutorial for you guys, I am going to use my Milani Perfect and Conceal because it's very full coverage and I believe it does not have SPF. Let me just read this real quick. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have SPF because if it did, it would have said it on the bottle. But I love this foundation. It works perfect, and I'm just going to apply it with a brush today because I feel like it gives me the most coverage and flawless look. I love using my beauty blender, but just to give you guys another option, I'm going to use the brush. So I'm going to prime my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil only in the parts of my face where I'm super dry. I have a lot of dry patches on my chin and on my forehead. Then I'm going to use my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and it's in the hydrating one just because I want my face to be extra hydrated. So I'm going to go in with my Sigma Kabuki brush and my foundation and just apply that. If you have to color correct, do so. This foundation has enough coverage and pigmentation that like it doesn't look ashy in the areas where I usually have to color correct. So I'm just going to go in with my foundation. And my trick for when I'm doing my makeup for special events, because I'm going to be like contouring and highlighting and all that stuff, I just apply a thin layer of foundation because I don't want to look cakey because I'm going to add all these other products onto my face. The only thing I'm going to color correct, and it's not because I need to, I just wanted to ensure that my dark circles don't pop out. Anytime you do a smoky eye, you want to make sure that your dark circles are completely covered, because then if not, you're going to look like you got punched in the face. You want to drag it down your neck so that you don't look like you have a mask. That's like the most common mistake I see in people when they take pictures. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of orange corrector just to further conceal my under eye circles. And then to further conceal, I'm going to use a concealer that is my skin color. And as I'm going super full coverage, I am going to use my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. And you want to go in a upside down triangle shape, and you just want to highlight the things that you want to bring out. I have a very pointy nose, so I like to highlight it and accentuate it. I have a small forehead, so I want to bring it out. And so then I'm just going to use this sponge to blend it out. You really just want to pat it into motion, not rub it, so you can get the most coverage that you possibly can. Alright. For prom, I definitely suggest baking because you want your makeup to stay on as long as possible. Now, when it comes to baking, you want to use a translucent powder or a yellow tone powder, whatever skin tone you are. If you're dark skin tone, you might want to use a yellow powder, and if you're light skin tone, you can just use the translucent regular powder that everyone uses. But make sure you find a powder that's not going to give you flashback. The Laura Mercier does not give you flashback, and neither does this one or the Coty Airspun one that you can buy at the drugstore. But if you don't have any of those powders, a trick that I've learned is that after you bake with that powder, you go over it with a colored powder. Like my Maybelline Fit Me, this has very, very, very light coverage. This is just like a setting powder, and you just set right on top of it. And if you don't have a powder like that, then you can just put a setting spray, and usually it'll combat like the flashback. But make sure you try this ahead of time so that you don't look crazy when people take pictures of you. I'm gonna go in with my RCMA No Color powder, which is amazing. This thing is 10 bucks, and look how much product it has. And I'm just gonna bake my under eyes. Like, I don't usually bake all the time. I just do it when I have an event or I'm wearing a super smoky eye and I need my concealer to stay on for a really long time. And while you leave that be, set the rest of your face so that when you go ahead and contour, your contour won't come out patchy, or your blush or your highlight. And I'm just going to use my Maybelline Fit Me powder. I want to set those areas. I'm going to go in with Anastasia's contour kit, and I'm going to take first, what is this color? So first I'm going to take Java to like contour all the way back here, because it's more like a gray toned, cool toned brown. Then I'm going to go in with Havana, which is a more warm toned contour powder, and that's just going to be to bronze up the face and make it look more alive. I'm going to take my Holy Grail. This has become Holy Grail status, this brush right here. I'm going to take this and I'm just going to start to contour thy face. Top of the forehead. You can never overblend, just keep blending. You want it to look flawless, and you don't want to look patchy or weird at your prom. This is like pre-wedding, okay? Then you want to go in with the blush and highlight of your choice and put them on. So now to finish our eyes, first I'm going to apply some eyeliner. Where the heck is my eyeliner? Eyeliner, where are you? And then you want to go in with the pencil brush, and you're going to go in with the green and smoke out your lower lash line. And then I'm going to go in with the same brush that I applied my crease color with and just blend it out some more. So after you smoke out your lower lash line, I just decided to do the green. I didn't feel like I needed to put the warm color like underneath my lash line. I liked it just with the green. I'm going to go in with mascara and then just blend my false lashes with the real lashes and put mascara on my lower lashes as well. So now that we've added mascara, I feel like adding a pop of color because that's just my thing. So I'm going to add like a brighter green in the inner corners, and then we'll be all set with our eyes. Okay guys, so this is the final look. This is my prom look, or what I would have loved to wear to prom, and I hope you guys like it, and I hope that one of you guys recreate it for your own prom, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial. And yeah, bye.